it do, what it do. It's your boy Brock here with my co-host, Mr. Petty Pat.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Petty Pat in the building. How y'all doing today?
Come on, man. We need that energy. Man. So what we got today, man? What we talking about today?
Today we talking about a little bit of my boy Coach Prime, man.
Oh, yeah, come on. You know I love it, dog.
He I think he got that he went and got that trademarked, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Coach Prime?
Yeah,
oh,
Coach
had
Prime,
to.
bro.
They selling Nike shirts with Prime on there, bro. Like everybody, the hood got his back right now.
They can't keep merchandise on the shelf right now. Coach Prime.
It's tough, man. It's really tough the way that people are supporting him. You know, I didn't know the background of everything, of like why he came out like the way he did. I didn't know everybody was doubting him. There was a lot of people doubting, you know, what Colorado could do, and people thought they wasn't gonna win no games at all. So to see that they're in a lot of games, you can see them developing, you can see them, you know, everybody's progressing. It's a sight to see.
All right, well, since we on that subject, what do you think makes it what do you think is so good about his coaching style? Like what makes it so effective?
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Players love coaches that have played the game. If you've played the game at a high level and you've been where I've been at, you've been in my shoes, I can respect what you got to say a little bit more because you've been where I've been at.
You battle tested.
Yeah, a lot of coaches that you see, you know, coaches in general, either they played a little bit, didn't make it, you know, they played high school, maybe a little college, and didn't pan out. But when you have a guy all pro, all American, yellow jacket, gold jacket, I said yellow, gold jacket, Hall of Famer, like, it's not too much that you're not gonna listen to because he's been everywhere you've been, you want to be, and he's done it at a high level. So for me, man, I just think when you got a guy who's been in your shoes, you got a player's coach who's been in your shoes, it's just you respect him a little bit more.
Bro, think about this. Deion started coaching in 2013. Mm-hmm. From high school to he coached his son from Little League all the way up to where he is now. Right. But him coaching in high school and at Jackson State, he's 69-9.
He's 69-9?
69-9 through high school. Wow. And through Jackson State up until we haven't
single-digit losses.
Single-digit losses, bro.
That's crazy, bro. I did not know that.
And it's crazy because we was talking about this a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Just because you were good in football doesn't mean you're gonna be a good coach, bro.
Nah, it don't mean you're gonna be a good coach. And what's crazy about his position, like head coaches, you think head coaches, they coach everything, but usually, bro, head coaches usually don't have a position to coach. Usually they're just managing a bunch of people. They're managing the other position coaches. So to see him take head coaching to another level where, a lot of head coaches got a lot of time on their hands, so they can come visit the players. They can come see, about the players and check in on them and things like that, because I remember just being at LSU, Les Miles, I felt like he was more of a TV coach, This is no disrespect to him, but whenever ESPN came around and things like that, that's when you seen him, try to coach and be in front. But for the most part, man, I talk to my position coach 99% of the time. So head coaches are really like coaches that are out of the picture when it comes to everyday preparation. But when you got a guy that's in tune to everything that's going on, it just shows that he's going that extra step to make his team successful.
Yeah, because I watch the guys, his son posted videos and stuff like that, and some of the players were like, Coach Prime, he's with everybody. He talks to the kickers, he talks to DBs, quarterback. He's not just let me go coach my DBs and then I'm gonna have everybody else. Nah, man, that's an actual player's coach, and that's what makes kids really want to go play for him. And I don't know if you watched the game, but bro, he even let his kicker go celebrate. His kicker kicked the game-winning field goal. He was like, nah, bro, don't come up. Go celebrate. Like, bro, kids see that, and kids really want to be a part of what Coach Prime got going over there, bro. Yeah. You don't see that with a lot of coaches. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of people, like the media and stuff like that, people who don't like him, it's because it's not the norm. Right. You don't see coaches saying, hey, bro, go have fun. He really letting his kids have fun.
Right. But I mean, if you got kids, and I would do it the same way. If I got kids putting their all into this program and giving it their all, why not let them be themselves? I don't want to come in every day and it's my way or the highway, and I want to coach robots. And if you don't do it specifically the way I want it to be done, like like everybody's different. Everybody got their own niche. Everybody got, everybody's blessed to have different gifts. So for me, seeing him take advantage of everybody's like individuality, I think it's dope as a coach because you don't, like you say, you don't see a lot of coaches, kind of
you
pumping
really
up.
don't see. I don't think.
No, you don't see. I mean,
any. I don't. I
to
think
about it, yeah, nah, you don't really.
He's the only coach.
Not in college. Not in college because college is more like. I don't know. I want to say plantation.
Think about it, bro. He giving you an insight. They post a video almost every single day,
right?
Every other day, or however they post often, right? Mm-hmm. And he giving you an insight into being a college football coach, and some of the kids giving you an insight at being an actual college player, bro.
Right. I mean, I think it's dope. I think it's dope, man. I watch I watch those videos just behind the scenes just to see what they go through. Mm-hmm. Because being on national TV every week and, being the team everybody wants to see, you just want to see behind the scenes, how do they handle that stress?
That's stuff that fans don't get to see, man. Yeah. People be wanting to see that. A lot of people don't go to college and stuff like that. They want to see like, this is what kids are doing and stuff like that.
It's stressful.
Speaking about college football, bro, kind of speaking to like a little bit of like your coaching experience, like dealing with, coming from high school. Obviously, we played for the same coach, and like how I feel about Coach Jackson coaching style up until you got to Coach Miles.
It was. I mean, I appreciate Coach Jackson because I think the way he went about his business as far as like, I think we were set up as far as like, being, up to time on like how we come out to the game.
That's what Coach Jackson made sure.
Like Coach Jackson makes sure everything is ran to a T. So for me, I appreciate him for doing that. But when you go from inner city school to SEC football, it's a whole different lifestyle, dog. Like the weight room is what really got me because like you told a couple of episodes ago, man, I did not know how to lift weights.
School, yeah.
I didn't know how to lift weights, you know what I'm saying? So leaving high school, I adapted and knew a little bit more, but going straight from there to SEC football, it was crazy, bro. But I think that's where I gained a lot of I can do everything. I can do anything because the strength and conditioning programs in SEC football, bro, is different, dog. It's different. It's night and day different. They got you rolling. They got you sprinting. The first time I've ever got like a runner's high was in, training camp. Yeah. Just running for no reason. And I'm just like, why do I feel so good? Like, I can keep going. They was like, bro, you experienced runner's high. Like,
a lot of people don't know what that is, bro.
You won't know what that feels like until you push yourself past the limits to, where you can go. And
or what you think you have.
What you think you have. And I think the biggest thing, because you asked me about coaching, I love my D-line coach, but I appreciate the strength and conditioning coach, Coach Moffitt. I think he was one of the coaches that if I had to, give my career any credit, I would give a lot of it to him because he pushed me to that point of no return, So, when I got to college, I was like, bro, I was, wet behind the ears, bro. I didn't know a lot of, things going on. But, when I got into that weight room, he woke me up. I remember it was a crazy situation. So I was hanging with the older guys, and I always kind of tried to pick up wisdom from older vets or whatever. So I kind of was hanging out with them, and we had this drill where we had to get off the ball or whatever. And I get off the ball early, and all the other dudes they kind of like laughing, snickering. I'm like, oh shit, I'm a freshman. Moffitt hates freshmen, so after I'm thinking like he didn't see me. So after the drill, he pulled me aside. And he chews me out, bro. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Da, 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 da. He's like, he's chewing me out, bro. After he's like, "Get the fuck out my, get out of my face, da, 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 da. Get out of here." And then he gives me like a Michael Jackson kick in the ass, like to the weight room. I was like, "What the fuck, coach?" Like, But in my mind, I was like, damn, embarrassed. But at the same time, I was like, I got to get through this. Like, what am I gonna do? Go home? What am I gonna do? Quit? So, him pushing me past the limits of, like, what I thought I had, I felt like it prepared me for whatever was in the league. Like, there was nothing somebody can do to me in the league where I didn't feel like I had control or I couldn't get through because being at LSU and going through that strength and conditioning, bro, that shit was the roughest period of my life, for real.
Shit, being at LSU, what do you feel like? Like, probably was, like, your most memorable moment, like? Just like anything, like running out the tunnel, your first like sack or like just whatever. What do you think like is your most memorable moment?
My most memorable moment in college. That's tough. I got a couple, bro. When we played Alabama in 2011, that was supposed to be like the game of the decade or whatever. Like
I watched that
1
game.
versus 2 with 9-6 or something. We beat them at home. There's another game, I caught a one-handed interception, like off a screen, so I remember that vividly. But if I want to say to top it off, bro, was playing Florida. I forgot what year it was. I think that might have been 2011, the year we went to the national championship. Playing Florida in LSU, at LSU. 100,000 probably in the stadium, going crazy.
Loud as hell, bro. And I just, that kind of just woke me up. I was like, damn, this shit is rocking, bro. LSU is rocking out here. So talk to me. Hey, bro, you ever feel like it was a moment in college, like at LSU, where you was just like, I know this motherfucker can't fuck with me? Like, you ever had like that type of moment? Like, what year was that? Like, you feel like you was like, I'm him.
So I redshirted my first year. My second year, I got a little playing time, a little burn, because I was behind a lot of, like, OGs. I was behind a lot of, juniors and seniors. So my third year, when I was starting, I kind of felt like I was that man, you know what I mean? And, I felt kind of smart, but I felt intelligent as far as, like, how the game go. I remember vividly, we're going against Auburn, and my coach, he draws up this play, and it's like both of the DTs are slanting inside. But when we did it in practice, like, we both ran into each other. Like, we kept running into each other. I was like, bro, why am I doing this when the guard is pulling? Why won't I just, when he pulls, I just kind of like backdoor everything like a linebacker, right?
Yeah.
So and we talking about this shit all week we talking about it, right? And then it come to the game, he called the play. When he called this play, I look at my boy Benny, and he was like, bro, I don't like this play. And then it so happened to be the one play where I seen my guard would go pull. So I was like, oh, yeah, I ain't running this play like Coach said. I'm going to run this shit like I said. So I end up running the play. Boom. I get a tackle for loss. I get up. I talk my shit. I'm doing this. Yeah. I'm talking to the coach. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we get to the sideline, and I remember he was like, so Brock think his ass a coach. He want to do his own shit.
But I mean, when moments happen like that, do you feel like that's a testament to like your coaching? Like when they kind of like, cause in college they kind of you have meetings after meetings, you watching film all the time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like coaching played a big part in it? Like, speak on it.
My coach came from the NFL, so he, the way he coached us was, NFL-ish, when we looked at offensive line, when we looked at, who our opponent was this week, what they were going to be running, who's playing what side, what guy do you have. So when I got up to the league, it was kind of normal seeing that. But in college, knowing that your coach came from NFL, has an NFL background, I understand now why we did that and why we were so good, because we focused a lot on what our opponent was doing and how can we defeat our opponent. So that year, we was rocking that year. Then we had a great, like, camaraderie between the D-line. We was always doing, like, extra work and shit like that. So it was cool.
Like, what would you say is, like, type of coaching style you like the most? Like, is you like them army style, like them dudes that just, or like the laid back, like players type?
I like the laid back player type coach, but I like somebody I can respect too. Like, I don't mind being coached, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But coach me where it's not like disrespectful, but it's as a man. Treat me as a man. I think that's the biggest thing in the NFL or in college is a lot of these players, man, you get to a point where you over 18, you a man now. You don't want to be talked down to no more. You want to be seen as like on the same level. And everybody, we doing this together. Like, yeah, you the coach, I'm the player, but at the same time, when we win together. So let's make it work. So for me, I like that players coach approach where it's more like, hey, I'm your dog, but at the same time, I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm not going to just let you slip, because if I was your dog, I wouldn't let that happen. So I like that.
Yeah, like, okay, so what do you think, like, what's some advice for, like, some, like, youngsters, like, some kids that's in high school, you know, like, some key principles that they should look for, like, in, like, coaches before they just commit to these schools, and then they end up not playing, and then they mad because they, you know what I'm saying, the coach done told them this, and then they don't fit, either they don't fit that scheme, or they just don't play at all. Like, what do you feel like are some principles that kids should look for in their coaches instead of just signing to a name of a school?
Right. You got to see like how many kids are retained from that school. Nowadays, it's kind of how NIL and the trading portal is.
Yeah, don't nobody want to leave now. Nobody want to leave.
You know, you want to make sure like you seeing how many players are staying retained to the school. Is a lot of players leaving? You know, why are they leaving? And then you got to see like why are the players staying? Are you staying because the coach is dope, or are you staying because the school, you know, it's a party school or whatever? So for me, it's about like what are you trying to look? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these players, I think they go into it, you know, with this thought process of, oh, I'm the man. I'm gonna get playing time as soon as I get there. But when you get there, you see how many other 4-star, 5-star recruits it is on the team. You like, oh snap, you know, like it start to hit you like, okay, I'm just a fish in a big ass pond now. Now I'm not just that big fish in a small pond, you know. So when you look at it, bro, you want to be humble, bro. You want to have that humble approach, but you also want to be, you know, ready to work as well.
Like okay, so look, I'm gonna give you an option, right?
Talk to me.
So you got Coach Prime at Colorado, or you got Pete Carroll at USC. Those your two options, right? Because you got Deion who kind of preaches to his kids,
right?
You know, he got motivational speaker, and then you got Pete Carroll who like he like this fun, loving coach. You know what I'm saying? He preach positivity all the time,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you if you was in that situation right now? Where are you going?
I don't know, bro. So this is the situation with that. How much pub is Colorado getting the same pub it's getting now, and USC, you know,
obviously,
because like.
But okay, so we'll go back to like the USC days, like when Pete Carroll, when they was hot. So okay, so you taking those two, because I feel like you can kind of even bring in the Miami time, right? When Miami was hot as well, like you know those 3 generational teams, like. Well, where we going? Where we going, Mike? Where we going to go play?
Bro, I want that swag, bro. I'm gonna go play for Prime, dog. I don't know what it is about Prime and just his coaching style and just how real it is. It's not like he's bashful or he's trying to, knock you down and step on you. It's like, bro, like, hey, brother, I'm trying to give you the fundamentals to be successful as a man, not just a football player. Because you get a lot of coaches out here that will accept anything you do as long as you making them look good on the field. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's about, man, who is developing me as a man. And if you look at it at a deeper picture, bro, like Deion developing these dudes as men. Like when they go back home, wherever they do, because everybody ain't gonna go to the league. Yeah. Everybody not gonna go to the league. Yeah. That's just honest, So what are you gonna have once you're done with your career at Colorado? If you're not one of those guys, those 1% of the 1% of the 1%, what are you gonna do with your life after this? So he's holding them accountable. Hey, get your degree. Make sure you go. You get good grades. You go into class. Things like that benefit your life after football. Even if you did go to the league after football, it still benefits you.
Question: since we're talking about coaches, you ever see us would you ever want to coach? Even if it's just youth football. To be honest with you, I can see myself coaching. I always said I didn't want to coach because I didn't want to coach now. I got little kids now, so I want to be in my kids' life as they're growing up. I want to be at home. But I've seen what coaches put in, especially the good coaches, the extra time and hours that they put in outside of the facility and even at the facility. When players go in, bro, the coaches are there when we go in, and the coaches are there after we leave because the coaches don't have to work. They don't have to work out or do nothing. So most of their time is spent mentally, like watching film, getting things ready, preparing, things like that. So for me, I just knew I wouldn't be a good coach right now because I want to be at home. I wouldn't be able to focus on what I have to do. So I'll say later in life, I'll definitely think about coaching and wanting to coach because I feel like, helping another
young man or whatever, come up and be successful. That's what it's all about.
Tell me what we got planned for the rest of 2023, what we got going on in 2023, 2024.
Man, we got a lot, man. Obviously, we got Brockbrand going. We got Brockbrand going fall.
Yeah, don't forget to.
Fall drop is dropped.
Hit Brockbrand clothing.
We have, our Brockers Youth Foundation nonprofit. We plan on doing some, either a food drive or a feed the homeless.
This upcoming for Thanksgiving?
For sure. Yep. Do a toy drive and do a donation for clothes in December for Christmas. I want to do something just for my kids, man. I want to show my kids just giving back, because they get stuff every year, man. I just want to start setting the foundation of, Christmas ain't all about getting stuff. It's about giving too. So doing that in December, then planning on doing 2 more camps next year, 2024. We just talking about it, doing a D-line camp, trying to do a D-line camp, and then obviously do our annual, Brockers Youth Foundation camp, which is for, all kids of all ages. And we do that every year, and that's been dope. So
I feel like that D-lineman camp gonna be big, bro, because we talked about it. It's nobody doing it.
Nah,
we're gonna get the big boys out there and show them some love, bro, because I feel like it's mainly always about skilled players.
For sure, because they always get the touchdown, they get the funky dances, and you can't really do no crazy dance when you pancaking somebody. So only time you get it on the defensive side.
Hey, guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, join the Noti Gang, and don't forget to comment down below if you guys would like to join the lineman football camp.
And most importantly, folks, don't get ready, stay ready.